Yes, we have case managers. They work on a one-to-one basis with the people who are on the Drive programme, and so once they've met with the client, a needs assessment is carried out to see what support needs they have and where we can support them and help them, and then work is done with them on an individual basis depending on what they need to address, to look at their beliefs, their attitudes, and look at challenging their behaviour and changing their behaviour. That's somebody for up to 12 months, so they're getting almost a year of one-to-one support, and then the victim survivor is also getting support as well to improve their safety and look at how they can work within the relationship to make things safe for themselves as well as individual. So I think it's really, it's vital when they've been identified as being, having these high levels of problems within the relationships or having several relationships where there have been problems, that their needs and their behaviour is addressed, and it can be sort of like intense support for them to work with them. We need stakeholders to provide the funding, otherwise Drive cannot exist. So, it's vital that we have that funding from the PCC and from the other stakeholders in order to do our work and to carry on doing our work. You mentioned that disruption side of things, so it's sort of like looking at safety equipment for victims and things so that they can. It's about protecting people, it's about not making further victims and enabling people to go on and have healthier relationships, and we need funding in order to do that. When people have made that commitment to change, because it's a voluntary commitment, when they've made that commitment to change, they've looked at their behaviour. We've had quite a few people who are still within a relationship when they come on to Drive, and it's improved their relationship, or if they've gone on to have new relationships, they've been healthy relationships. And ultimately that impacts on reoffending rates, there's less police call-outs, there's less impact on the health service, children's services, all the agencies. So that intervention to change that person's beliefs. Because it was always, why doesn't she leave him? But what we believe is, why doesn't he change? And that's what we're driving at doing. So if we can make that person look at their behaviour, if we can help them to challenge their behaviour, if we can put things in place that help them to change their behaviour, then we're doing a job to protect people and prevent further domestic abuse going on into the future. Ultimately, if they're in a dangerous situation, they should contact the police on 999 if they're at high risk of harm, or they can report incidents to the police. West Mercia Women's Aid support male and female victims, and there's also a male victims helpline number as well, so people can phone that for support and advice as to what to do for the next steps.